Hello, everyone. This is Darren Byler. I'm an anthropologist at the University of Washington in Seattle. Today I'm going to give a testimony for Ablajan Awut Ayub, the Uyghur pop star who disappeared in February 2018. I'm going to tell you a little bit about his life, how I came to be the proud owner of this shirt, and why his disappearance is so significant in Uyghur society. I met Ablajan for the first time in 2015. We agreed to meet at a restaurant called Herambog, or Eden, on Twanje Lu in Urumqi. And as I was going there, I saw him on the street surrounded by a crowd of young Uyghur children who were demanding selfies and autographs from him. He was very gracious and took pictures with all of them. He was quite stylish in his appearance. He had a black leather jacket on, and his hair was cut in a high fade. He was exactly the kind of person you would expect him to be as a pop star. When we went to the restaurant, he had a spot in the corner of the restaurant that was reserved just for him. The waiters ushered him in. He was treated like royalty. It was really interesting just to be around him. As we sat down to eat, and I asked him about his life. I wanted to know how he got to be in the position he was in, and how he saw himself in Uyghur society, Uyghur culture. And this is what he told me. He said, "I decided I wanted to be a star when I was 13. I participated in a dance show at my school, and when I was on stage, I surprised everyone, even myself, at how well I could dance. Everyone applauded me, including my teachers and mom and classmates. It felt really great. My father was a farmer and my mother was a cadre, a government worker, but neither of them really supported me as a singer. They thought he should follow a different career path. In 1999, when I was 17, I saw Michael Jackson on TV for the first time. It was in a restaurant. The song was Thriller. I thought right away that this is my soulmate. I really identified with everything about him. I was the class monitor at school, so after that, whenever I had a chance, I would practice my dance moves, the moonwalk, in front of the class. After high school, I worked as a painting and dance teacher at the local high school in Guma. Guma is a village in southern Xinjiang, in Hotan Prefecture. I hated my work as a teacher so much. After 2 years, I just quit and came to Urumqi. That was the hardest time of my life. When I came, I only had 90 yuan in my pocket. It's around $15. I stayed with one of my good friends from Guma in his room in a shanty town called Hejiashan. Now if I go there, it might not be safe for me, but at the time, I loved it. When I first came to the city, I was really lo tu, and here he switched to Chinese to say this word, which means really backward or from the countryside. He said, people would just ignore me in the city. It was like they didn't see me. I was just like a musafir to them, a stranger or homeless person to them. Now people are really nice to me. It's totally different. They all notice me. Some of them don't like me, but they all see me. Now I have to consciously be very gracious to them, or else they will think I'm stuck up. People over the age of 15 don't approach me, but the kids always mob me." Then I asked him some questions about how he sees himself in Uyghur culture and in Uyghur society. He said, "I don't see myself as an ethnic singer. I'm just a singer. Of course, I'm proud of being Uyghur, and I carry that in my heart all the time. But I don't see myself as restricted to ethnic music. I dream of sharing the stage with world-famous singers everywhere. I want to go to the US and give concerts. I hope that people can understand the feeling I have in my heart. Other people here might think I'm crazy, but I feel like this is my gift. Music and dance are easy for me. I can learn things easily. Right now, though, my hukou, my household registration, is still in Hotan, but this year it will be transferred to Urumqi. So then I will be able to get a passport." In the year that followed, he did get his passport, and he went to Malaysia, where he served as the spokesperson for a fast food chicken restaurant called Mary Brown. And then he came back and he went on a tour, a government-sponsored tour in the south part of the region. The government at that time really held him up as a model minority, someone that other Uyghurs should emulate, someone who wasn't overtly religious in their appearance or in their daily life, but instead embodied a kind of cosmopolitan urbanness. In 2017, though, in 2018, he was targeted by the state. This is probably something to do with his having a passport, having traveled to a Muslim-majority country like Malaysia, and also because he was proud of being Uyghur, and that appeared in his music. He talked about honoring the traditions of the past and loving the motherland, which for many Uyghurs meant the Uyghur homeland. His disappearance is really significant because he was an icon of the younger generation of Uyghurs. He kind of set the standards for how they should appear and how they should act. And so his disappearance is part of this ongoing process of cultural genocide, the systematic and concentrated destruction of Uyghur identity that's ongoing in northwest China. His disappearance is something that everyone should mourn. He did nothing wrong. He was only a Uyghur pop star.